Hello Snack Pack, welcome back to Travel Snacks, or if this is your first time on the live stream, welcome. Travel Snacks is all about traveling, travel tips, eating good food, and using the resources you have even if you want to live in your car, which is what I do when I travel. So if you're joining today, let me position this, okay. If you're joining today, let me know where you're joining from and what the weather's like where you are, because where I am, it's 93 degrees. It's hot. Hey Grant, how you doing? I always like when Grant comes on because he always has totally different weather than I have. Like usually his is cold and I'm on the extreme, which right now it's very hot where I am. I'm actually going to turn my car back on. I turned it off before the live stream just so my car always connects with the Bluetooth and then it messes up the audio. So let me turn it on. Hopefully it's not too loud because I need to have air in here so that I 52. 52. Okay, my car is back on, so let me know if you guys can still hear me. Let's see. Hopefully it didn't connect to the Bluetooth. Let me make sure. I think we're still connected. Okay, hopefully you guys could still hear me. All right, awesome. Okay, 52 degrees. I wish it was. Hey, Anton, how you doing? Yeah, it's very hot today. It's a little bit cooler, just a little bit cooler than it has been. When I was down in the Palm Springs area, it was like 105 degrees. And when I was in San Diego last weekend, it was probably in the 80s, I think I said. I'm not sure. But it was nice. It was much nicer. Uh-oh, poor phone. What is that? Something happened to the phone? Let me know if you can still hear me or if something's interfering with the phone, because it looks like it's still connected. So I think we're okay. It doesn't like the, oh, I know. Yes. Okay. So what Grant is talking about is a couple weeks ago on a live stream, I was in Palm Springs and it was like 100 and something degrees. And I went outside for not even that long to show all the different parts of the area that I was in. And my phone just overheated so much, it just turned off the live stream. Oh, and then I accidentally cut Grant off on the live stream. So today I am in the town of Yucca Valley, which we were in before, but this is a different area of the town. And I'm at a place called Desert Christ Park. And what's up, Ivana? Two sisters and a cocktail. If you guys aren't following on Instagram or YouTube, follow. So I'm at a place called Desert Christ Park, and it's a cool place. It's actually next to a church, but the church does not own this park. There's a whole foundation, and it's a really cool spot. It's listed on the Roadside America as like a roadside attraction, and it's also listed on Atlas Obscura, which those are two sites when you're traveling to check out if you like that sort of thing, like kind of different things or off the beaten path, or just kind of, sometimes they're weird, sometimes they're interesting. And this one is something I've known about because I was raised in the desert, and I think I've been here just a couple times, but I don't ever think about it. And that's just a tip from me to you to explore your area, because right now I can't really do like traveling super far out. And so right now I'm just using the resources that I have. What's up, No Can't Fant? If you guys are not following No Can't Fant on YouTube and Instagram, you are missing out. He's one of my favorites, and favorite people too, because he's just so awesome. It just follow. That's all I could say. There's too many. I would spend the whole live stream just talking about how awesome his channel is and how awesome he is. One of the best videos he ever made, the one that like kind of had me start following him, was how to stay cool while living in your car. He had me rolling in that video because it's funny and it's very informative. And he just had a live stream today too, which was also really great. Anyway, so I'm at Desert Christ Park, and what's cool about this place, and I'm gonna get out in a little bit, But first I want to talk for a few minutes because it's hot, and once I go out of this car, I'm going to be heated and we're not going to stay out there very long. You're welcome. So this place is really cool because back in the 50s, it's been around for 50 years. Back in the 50s, this guy, oh, I wrote his name down, but I forgot it already. I gotta think for a second. Anyways, when we go down there, we'll see, because there's like, you know, like I'm in memoriam because he's already died. But he came out here and there was a church here. And okay, like this, I'm getting the story all like jacked up already. Okay, so what happened is there was a guy, he was a sculptor, and what he did is he built this like 10-foot Jesus statue, like the welcoming one, kind of like the one that you see in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil, the one that like welcomes everybody and it stands for peace and stuff. So he built this 10-foot statue, and he wanted to put it at the edge of the Grand Canyon as a symbol of peace and welcoming and stuff like that. Well, some people, you know, did not appreciate that because they didn't want like the Grand Canyon to be just like a total Christianly thing. So they wanted the separation of church and state, and they didn't want that statue to be posted up at the Grand Canyon. So he like made this statue, and then he was just like, okay, so then he called it the Unwanted Jesus, which is pretty sad. But I don't know how long he took, but he spent some time because other people decided they wanted to have it. And so he finally settled on this like a church out here in Yucca Valley, California, which is, I was raised here. So it's just like a small town. It's like, it's about 30 minutes from Palm Springs or 2-ish hours from Los Angeles. And it's just a desert community. So it's interesting because he went from wanting it to be the Grand Canyon, which is like well known, to like a small place in Yucca Valley. But I think he knew that it would be well taken care of here. So of course the pastor here was like, yes, we'll take this statue. And so they posted the statue up in this garden. And then over the next 10 years, this sculptor made 32 more statues, and they're all like these like whitewashed, very clean, beautiful statues. And so there's like 32 of them, and they're like in different scenes and stuff. And then they ended up making like a 3-story replica of the Last Supper. So there's like, and I'll show you when I get out. There's a replica of this big tall thing, and then I don't know when they did it, but then they put a statue of Jesus' head in the window of the Last Supper thing, so you can go up there and you can put your head next to his and have somebody take a picture so that you could be like, what's up, Jesus? Hey, homie, and then take your picture, and then it's great. When I get out, I'm going to show you like a lot of the statues. I'm not going to show you all of them. If that's something you do want to see, and you want to see like all of them and have more information, let me know in the live chat if you know, want me to make a full video about that, because I can come up here anytime and make a full-on video about that. Am I still living in my car full time? No, I'm not, because, and I'll talk about that in a few minutes, because lockdown. I'll talk about it in a few minutes. So anyways, when I get out, I will show you a lot of these statues. Also, a bummer is like, it's a bit of a windy day today, and so if you've been on my other live streams where I go outside and it's been windy, it messes with my phone mic, and so it's kind of hard to hear. So when I get out, I probably won't talk as much. I'll probably, you know, face the camera forward and let you see the statues, and then as the wind dies down in between, I might say a few things about it, but we won't stay out there very long because it's hot and I don't want my phone to overheat. And I can make another video about it later if it's something of interest. Which leads me to my next thing, which I'm glad you asked, me living in my car and me traveling. So my plan was to leave already, like by now, or at least in the next week, to go up to like some of the northern states like Idaho and stuff like that. And I've already been doing all my research of where I want to go and stuff, but come to find out, a lot of those northern states have the 14-day quarantine rule, which, if you don't know what that is, it's that certain states, if you drive in, once you get into that state, if you're from another state, you have to self-quarantine either in a hotel or wherever you went, like if you went to your friend's house or a relative, you have to self-quarantine. And they don't even want you going to the store, anything. Like, they don't want you coming into their state. That's the whole purpose. So Idaho is one of those states. I think Montana was one of those states. Like, a lot of the states that I wanted to go to are the states that have this rule. Now, I don't know how enforceable it is. I don't know if they're, if they see a license plate from another state, if they're pulling people over and asking how long you've been there. Yeah, like, look it up. There's like a list of states that do that. California is not one of them, but once I leave here and if I start driving, and you get into another state, some said they have checkpoints. I don't know how they would regulate that. I don't know if they take down your license plate number and put it in their system. I don't know if it's just like, if they see you, they pull you over and they ask you how long you've been there or how long you're gonna be there. I mean, in essence, I could drive up there, and if somebody pulled me over, I'd be like, oh, I'm just passing through. But then if they see you again, I'm not trying to get $1,000 fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm not trying to do that. It's not that I'm afraid of going anywhere. I'm ready to go, but I'm not trying to mess with people and just be out there with people harassing me. Should I buy Should I buy COVID-19 now, or should I wait until COVID-20? What? Can you clarify that? I don't know what you mean by buy. So anyways, what I've decided for today, this changes a lot depending on, because there's a lot of things changing pretty much daily. I feel like there's a lot of new things happening with the reopening of these states. On the website for example, for Idaho, they have their phases all laid out. So like Planet Fitness, or not Planet, gyms, which I really only care about Planet Fitness because of the showers. That's in like phase 2, I think, and then phase 3 is like removing that restriction of the 14-day quarantine for visitors. So it really depends. In the meantime, what's really cool is I've been doing some local things, which I'll be doing 1 or 2 like outside things a week, and I'm already like building up videos. So last week I went to San Diego and I filmed the bioluminescence in the ocean, which that's a video coming. The week before that I went to the Nude Bowl, which you'll have to check that out. That's coming in a couple weeks. That was really cool. That's in the middle of the desert, this like pool, and it's all like graffitied up. You most likely get a warning first, then depending on the cop, a fine. Yeah, that's true. Maybe it'll just be a warning. But also, like, if I'm parked somewhere and I get a knock on my window, like, that sucks. And then yesterday, my dad and I took his Jeep out to this place in the desert called Giant Rock. And it's the largest freestanding boulder in the world, I think. And it's huge. And it used to be, like, somebody, like, a long time ago, like hauled it out and lived in there. Just like this hippie guy, this German, and they thought he was a spy, and then it was a whole thing, and then there was like alien conventions out there. So I went out there yesterday and I filmed it, and so it's gonna be cool. And then the Jeep breaks down and I filmed that too, so that sucked, because yeah, anyways, I'm doing a lot of cool exploring in the California desert, so there's plenty of videos coming, but I'm also kind of ready to get out and just do my own thing. And I really kind of miss living in my car, to be honest, and I just want to like get out and just be free and do the things. Another cool thing in my county, they dropped the mask requirement, so that's awesome. Now it's up to the stores if they want to enforce the masks, but in terms of the county, it's not a requirement anymore. So that's a thing that's happening. I made a little list so I can stay on track. Oh yeah, Grant, did you see the pictures? I posted, if you guys aren't already following my Instagram, it's travelsnacks_, and I post a lot of stories and then like some pictures of what I've been doing currently, because my videos on YouTube, it takes quite a while to edit, so they're a little behind. And speaking of my videos, I'm coming up to the end of my last journey of where I was traveling on the southern states. And so this coming week, you're going to see when I decided to come back from Louisiana. Thank you. They're really, it was a really cool experience yesterday at the Giant Rock. So the videos coming this week are going to be when I decided to leave Louisiana and make it back to California. So it was 2 days of like 10 hours of driving. So I go a little delirious and I filmed it. So those are coming. And then from then on, I'll be filming all like current stuff. What else is on my list? I mean, obviously, if you're not already subscribed and you're watching this live stream, hit the subscribe and the notification bell. And I mean, might as well just put a like on this live stream. I mean, it helps YouTube know that you like it. I mean, if you don't like it, don't put a thumbs down. That's ugly. I mean, I think I'm nice. I don't know. Let's see. Oh. So when I was filming all my videos coming back from my last journey, I did a couple drive around videos. One of them is through Texas and the other one's through Arizona. So tomorrow there will be a new drive around video through the middle of Texas, which is a very calming drive around video. And then the next week will be Arizona. I also did one when I went to San Diego, and that's a really cool one because like it was at sunset and the buildings are all lit up and it's just beautiful. And so that's coming too. And the last thing before I'm going to show you around, let me get some water. This is actually water with that like powder stuff. Okay, as I'm preparing to get onto my next journey, I finally got my stimulus check. Now it's already gone because I had to pay my car payment, had to pay my car registration, my car insurance. But two things that I bought because I got that stimulus check and I had little money. I bought a new cooler, like a nice, you know, because I had just like a cheap little, I don't know if it's like a little Coleman, and that just didn't work on my last journey. I ended up just not even using it because it just, like the ice melted so fast. So I bought a new cooler, which is like rated like one of the top coolers. It's not an expensive one. It was like $50, but it has a lot of high ratings. So I'm getting that on Tuesday. So I'm gonna do a video about it. I'm gonna like pack it with ice and put it in my trunk because out here in the desert where I'm at, it's been like 100 degrees. So we'll see how long that ice lasts. And then you guys might think I'm crazy, but I bought a microwave for my car. I don't know if that's bad news. I mean, I watched some videos where people like, don't do that. But also I'm gonna do it because I'm gonna try it because on my last journey, I really got sick of fast food. I'm also gonna get one of those little portable stoves, but I haven't gotten that yet. But I don't think those are that expensive. But anyway, I ordered a microwave. It's like a 700 watt microwave. And then my dad has an inverter that has up to like 1600 surge power. And it's, I don't know, like there's all these numbers and stuff. I know I'm a little crazy, but I can plug it in and like let it run off the battery. And I mean, a microwave, you know, you're cooking something for what, like a minute to 3 minutes, depending. But it's like a little microwave. And I feel like if I can get a nice cooler and a nice microwave, I'll be good to go, because then I can just heat stuff up and not be spending like a bunch of money. So until I can get my van, which is going to be probably next year, I'm trying to rig out my car. $20! Ooh! Grant is always coming through. I appreciate you, and blessings right back to you, Grant, because that really helps me out. I mentioned this on my last live stream because that was the first time I received super chat. It's like $1 to me, $5, I mean $20. You don't even know how long that lasts me. I am like super frugal, and so that'll last me a long time. And I'm really good with my money too. Like I'm a very good steward of my money, so I make it last. So I truly appreciate you, Grant. Thank you so much. And that will help me out. Probably city stuff. Uh-oh. Let me see. Are you okay? We're back. What was the last thing I said? I was saying that I'll be okay. Cool. I was saying that on my next journey, since I'll be going out to like more like open spaces, I want to do a little more like camping type things where I have a little more room to spread out. I will do city stuff, but also I want to start doing more things where I have a little more room. So I will have like a little cooktop and a little pan. So if I do like scrambled eggs or like just basic, you know, I'm not like the greatest cook, but it is nice to have like home cooked things instead of fast food all the time. So I appreciate that. It's probably what I'm gonna use that donation. So thank you. All donations are welcome and truly appreciated. Okay, so do you guys have any questions before I step out of this car, because it's gonna be hot? And I always bring my hat, even though I kind of look funny when I go out here with my hat, but I don't even care. I'm a little shiny. Oh, there's 2 people out there. Not that it matters, but this whole time I've been sitting here, there's been nobody over there, and now all of a sudden, oh, they got kids too. Yeah, here's my hat. I need more hats. You know, this is like an old hat that I just use when I go walking and stuff. I'm thinking about getting a Travel Snacks hat, and maybe like just doing like a DIY project with like a tank top or a t-shirt with Travel Snacks on it. Then I don't have to change so much all the time. Just have my standard Travel Snacks gear. I feel like I'm getting lazy in my dressing and stuff. Yeah, definitely I want to get a Travel Snacks hat. When I build up a little bit more of my my YouTube money, I'm gonna probably order some stickers. I want to get a cute little design though, and I'm not great at designing, but I want to get like just those little like square, you know, square stickers. So like when I go places, I could just leave a sticker and people could check out the Travel Snacks channel. And those stickers aren't even that expensive. But definitely for sure a Travel Snacks hat and probably a Travel Snacks tank top. So I need to find out where I can get something like that. I could probably, I mean, I know for the shirt, I can just do it myself. They have like transfer paper and you can just, there's so much stuff on Pinterest that you can do. Okay, so I'm gonna step out. Okay, so here's the thing. When I step out of here, it's gonna be hot. I'm gonna walk around. It is a little bit windy. So if you can't hear me, just say you can't hear me and I'll just like not talk as much. And then I'm not gonna show you every statue and every scene because it's spread out a little bit further out. And then I'll come back to the car and then we'll talk a little bit more. And then, you know, you can continue to ask questions, but when I go out here, it's also a glare on my phone, so it's hard to see. I do have my, you guys that have been watching my live streams, you guys know the struggle. I have my ice pack, look. And so I put this on the back of my phone thinking, come on, I'm helping you out, phone. I'm trying to keep you cool. Do you think it cares? No, it's so sensitive. So I'm gonna bring my ice pack. Actually, I even brought this extra bag of ice. It's been in the freezer, so it kind of like collided together. It was a bag of ice, just in case. Try to be prepared. I don't know. I'm thinking about getting a new phone eventually, like that has a better video and better camera, but that's off into the distance. All right, so you guys ready? All right, let's see. Let me turn my car off. When I looked this place up, it said it was open, but you just, like, you could walk around, but you couldn't park. But I came up here and parked, and nobody's really here. Nobody's regulating that. And there was no signs when I got here. So, first of all, I'll show you the town. It's up on a hill, so it's very pretty. Okay, so what's really cool is they have like this little kiosk up here. I'm sorry if it's very windy. There's a kiosk up here that has information, and if you want to take a program, they recommend dropping $1 in there. which I was going to, but I only had like a 5, and I was like, I'm not trying to pay $5 for one piece of paper. So maybe I'll come back here and drop $1 in there, but anyway, let's check this out. Okay, so here's the kiosk that talks about all the stuff. And then they have like the donation box. And then they've over here, it says they want people to donate birdhouses. So you'll see it all over. There's like a bunch of donated birdhouses. Where am I at? I am in Yucca Valley at a place called Desert Christ Church. Okay, so here's the memory garden. People that have helped out. Okay, so the man that sculpted was Anton Martin, and Addie Garver was the pastor. Started the church, and then all these people were like helpers or donators. So that's really cool. Okay, so I'll do this while I'm in the shade. So in this program, I didn't even look at it because I felt like if I wasn't going to donate, I'm not trying to touch their stuff. But they have little like markers where it's like, it has like 1, 2, so you can follow the path. So I'm not going to go in order, but it just gives like a very brief description next to each one. And let's go. We'll just go look. Okay, so let me start off with the 10-foot Jesus, and there's more than one Jesus. So I think this one that I'm coming to is the one that like started everything out, but I didn't look at all of them, so I could be wrong, but I think this is the one. So let me go. So here's all like, I think these are all the apostles. Like this guy's just facing the other way. I mean, it's probably Judas. I don't know. I'd have to spend some more time here just like really scoping this out to know like the scene. So it's kind of cool. These are like pretty tall sculptures, like 10 feet, I think. This guy's just chilling, like he's needs a nap probably. This guy's I got you, Jesus. And then, oh, I missed Jesus. Come back. And there's the Jesus. I think this is the unwanted Jesus that was gonna be, that the guy wanted to have on the Grand Canyon. It's pretty big, like in comparison. Awesome. So here's the comparison. Well, it's probably very hard to get a comparison of how tall he is, but Evelyn, have you been here before? It's pretty cool. Like it's actually very peaceful up here. Like if you come up here and just walk around, and when it's not so hot, you could just like, there's walking paths, so it's just like very nice to just like, you know, have like a nice little day. So let's walk down here. Like they have a whole foundation, so I know that, oh, back in 92, there was a big earthquake out here, which I was here for, by the way. It was a huge earthquake, and a lot of the statues like did bad, like the Jesus head and arms fell off, like it did a lot of damage. So they've been restoring these statues since that time. And I'll show you a couple that are in restoration right now. Not yet, but I will try next time. What an awesome place. Yeah, it's so cool out here. Sorry, it's windy. Okay. Sorry if it's irreverent, but sometimes I like to like think about what these statues are saying. Like this one's like, you know, this one's like, I told you to be good and stop playing games. And then Jesus is like, let the kids come to me. And so like, okay, so here's number 1, you know, blessing of the children. So it kind of gives you an idea what it's about, even though you can kind of tell, oh, this one's got a little baby. This guy is annoyed. He's like, take my children, Jesus, please. They are annoying me. That's what I think he's saying. I don't know. Sometimes I say weird things. Hold on. Those statues are, yeah, they're so tall and great and like grand. Then there's these like little haystacks. Pretty, like, I think you could come out here and just meditate and sit and just like chill out. Or sometimes they might have like events out here. But okay, so here is the statue that like welcomes people. Hold on, it's windy. So you see there's like benches, some benches, but look at this one. He's like, what's up everybody? Come visit Desert Christ Park. There's no entrance fee, it's free. Come anytime. There's no fee. I mean, they take donations, which I think I'm gonna end up coming back here. Especially if I make a full video about it, I will leave a donation. Because it's nice, I want them to be able to keep up this area. It took the guy like 10 years to sculpt all these, and they're still like working on it. Oh. Okay, another thing that I'm trying to do is I'm trying to acclimate myself back to the heat. Because I used to be like more used to it. Now I've just been, it's just hot. And I feel like, I start to feel like a little, oh, here comes people. I'm gonna go this way. I start to get overheated too quickly, which is not like me, so I feel like I need to get out in the sun a little bit more. All right, let me go this way, and then I'll go that way, and I'll show you the Last Supper sculpture. What does it say? I've never been out west. How can you describe the heat out there? It's like, it's not humid, it's dry heat. It's like the sun rays are just like beaming on you, like there's nothing in between you and the sun. It's just like, psh, like if you were an ant and someone had a magnifying glass, and then they're just like, tss. That's why you don't want to stay outside that long, because it's just hot. There's no humidity, so it's easy to breathe, but I'm also like not that in shape. I've been really working out more. Why these little kids gotta come up here? Okay, well, let me turn this around. Oh, I will drink water when I get back in the car. So this is a cool little thing, just like a couple scriptures. And this one's cool. I like this one because it's the lady at the well. I think this lady had like, I mix my stories up, but I think she had like 5 husbands. And Jesus was like, you've had already 5 husbands. Or you've been with like all these guys. Samaritan woman at the well. I could be mixing up my stories. And then they have the little, and then look at this cool rock. And then little Jesus. This one's a short one. Okay. I'm gonna go this way. Oh, look, here's, okay, so people that donate, like, they get like these little plaque things. Okay, so this one that I'm coming to is one of my favorite scenes because it's so accurate. Oh wait, look, here's some like birdhouses. So they were asking for people to donate birdhouses. So people, like just regular people in the community, just like made little like birdhouses and donated them. Okay, so this scene right here, so accurate. It's like Jesus asked his disciples, yo, just like look out, and I'm gonna go up here and pray, just look out for me. And these fools fell asleep. Which, honestly, you know, when you're tired, you just do it. And I mean, you know, there's been plenty of times where friends have asked you to like stay up with them and then you just fall asleep, or you'll be on the phone with somebody and then you just fall asleep. So I feel like this is like real human experience. So look at these people. You got Jesus up there praying, asking God to help him out, and then you got this dude right here, just like napping, just like out, like comfortable too, just like knocked out. This guy, he tried. He's like, I'm really trying. Let me try if I can get up here. Hold on, let me go up these stairs. Because this other guy, this one, let me go up these stairs. This guy at least tried. This guy right here, he just like laid back and just like got all comfy thinking, you know, I think that guy over there, I think he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna lay back, look at the stars. I'm just gonna like close my eyes for just a minute. And you all know what happens when you do that. Then you got Jesus over here, just up there, just like, okay, we're back. Okay, so my phone overheated, so I got my ice pack on the back, so we're gonna have to do this fast. Okay, so we got Jesus over here. Wait, hold on, because I got a lot going on now. Oh, hold on. Okay, let's see. Hold on a second. Okay, so you got Jesus up here, and he was like, oh yeah, my fingers in Sorry guys, technical difficulties. Okay, sorry. Jesus up here, he was asking God, he's like, do I need to really go through with this dying on the cross thing? Because if I don't have to, I don't want to. And that's what he was up there doing. And he was so stressed out that he actually started sweating blood. That's how stressed out he was about this whole thing. So he's up there praying. These dudes over here is sleeping. All right, I'm gonna show you just a couple quick things before my phone overheats again, and then we'll go back to the car. Whoa, it's going crazy over here. I'm gonna have to like get something for this phone, because if I'm gonna be out here in this desert, it's annoying. I'm just gonna show you two more things, two quick things, and they're kind of close to each other. Sorry if you guys asked me any questions when I was out of whatever. This is what happens. Okay, so first thing is this down here. Maybe an umbrella would help take the heat out. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm gonna see about getting like a little clip-on umbrella. That might be actually a good idea. And maybe they have that. Oh no, I want to show you three things. There's too many things I want to show you. I want to show you this, the story of Martha and Mary. If you guys don't know this story, this one's wild too. This is the one, I just want to show you this because this is some of the ones they're restoring. You can see this one's like gray and this one's white. So they're like restoring these. So this is the scene of Martha and Mary. So what happened with these people, they heard that Jesus was coming into town, and I get it mixed up. Okay, so Martha and Mary were like, you know, fixing up the house, and then like Jesus was coming, and Martha's like, oh my gosh, we gotta get it ready. And then Mary's like, bro, I'm gonna go sit down and just listen at Jesus because he's got stuff he's gotta say. And so then Jesus got there, he sat down, Mary sat down. Martha was like, we still have things to do. We gotta do dishes, we gotta put food out, we gotta do that. She's like, Mary, get up off your butt, like, come help me. And Jesus was like, no, Mary chose the right thing. You're the one acting crazy and being too busy. And that's what happened. And then I think Martha was all salty and pissed off. But hey, you gotta slow down and get, you know, put Jesus first. Okay, so second to last thing is this cool this cool sculpture. It's like a big Jesus with this cool like locks, and this one is like just let the Let the children come to me. So this is just like a cool, this is a big one. Okay, over there, which I'm not gonna go to, there's a big cross. There's another one on the hill there, and then there's like a little chapel, and like, actually that's cool over there, so maybe I will make a video. There's like the tomb, but the last thing I wanna show you, and then we'll go back to the car, is the Last Supper sculpture. And, oh, so maybe I was wrong, because I thought they put the Jesus head there later, but now that I'm looking at it, they carved it all the way out, and then I think they put a window behind his head, and that's how you can take a picture. Okay, I'm going uphill, so give me a minute to catch my breath. Okay, so this is the Last Supper. And it says 3 stories tall. So that's really cool. And that's all the stuff back there. This is like bleachers when they have services outside, like on sunrise service for Easter. Yeah, it is super cool. You could actually go behind the Last Supper thing and put your head through that window, which I did earlier. So I'll post a picture later on Instagram. So if you aren't following the Instagram, it's travelsnacks_. I swear I've been walking a lot lately and doing workouts, but I'm still like out of breath. Probably because it's like a billion degrees out here. Let me get in the car and then I can see what you guys are saying. I also had to take this off the tripod so I can put the ice thing on the back. So sorry if it's shaky. Oh, and then there's these cool like hiking trails that you can go back. Whew. Hold on a second. Put this car on. Put the air on. Whew. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Okay. Whoa. Okay. All right, so, okay, I saw the umbrella comment. Oh, that's what you've been waiting to see. Okay, so you saw that. That's awesome. Yes. Hello from Canada. What's up? Virtual dinner party. That sounds like a cool name and a cool thing. What's that all about? I'd like to know. How are you staying cool while sleeping at night? Well, right now, I'm in, the stay-at-home order, so I'm at my parents' house. So I'm in a bed. So they have AC. Thanks. Seems like I walk with you in this journey. Awesome. I'm glad. That's what I really try to do on the live streams. What is my hair doing? I try to take you guys to just little places that, number one, has an internet connection, and number two is just, even if it's just a cool little thing. But I do it because I want you to see, but also I want to encourage you to check out things in your area, because there's always a little something that you may have heard about but never went to. And I always say get out and live and use your resources. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Those people had they're eating on their tailgate thing, and their food and their bags just flew out. So I was making sure they went and got it, because I don't like when people litter. So I hope you guys enjoy that. If you do want me to make a more edited video, I will. But you may have seen enough of it already, which is cool. But I can always come out here because it's not even that far from my house. There's several other things that I'm going to be filming in the next few weeks. As I mentioned in the earlier part of this live stream, my dad and I took his Jeep out yesterday to the desert, a place called Giant Rock. Ooh, need some water. There was a lot of people out there camping. There was some rock climbers, which I got that on video, which was very cool. But on our way home, his Jeep broke down. We don't know why, but it's at the shop right now. And so a lot of the places that we're trying to go to has dirt roads. And some of the places I can take my car, but some of them, it's better if you have a Jeep. And so I hope my dad's Jeep gets fixed quickly so we can continue to do more stuff that I can film. But either way, I'm still gonna get out and do stuff. Also, I'm gonna be adding some more drive around videos and also some more how-tos. Like, a lot of people have been asking for more how to live in your car videos because a lot of people are curious, and a lot of people have been like really considering like a more nomadic lifestyle, and especially a lot of people that have lost their jobs are like reconsidering their lifestyle choices. And so I want to build up my how to live in your car playlist, and I've been reorganizing all my playlists. So if you're watching the Travel Snacks channel and you're like, well, I like her vlogs, but I don't really care about her drive around videos, cool. Just go to the playlist page and you can click on the playlists that you want to see. And also, if there's things that you want to see more of, it's always best to put it in the comments under any of my videos, because I read all my comments and I try to respond to all the comments. But that way, it lets me know the kinds of videos that you like, because to me, I just really enjoy showing like different parts of the country and showing how to do things like more, like if you want like an alternate lifestyle, like living in a car or a van or an RV or a tent or whatever you want to do. So I like to show like real world stuff, because I mean, honestly, like I follow a lot of people on Instagram that do like van life, tiny homes, all these things. And not throwing shade on anybody, and I wouldn't say any names, but it's like some people make it look like it's just like fancy pants, everything's just like perfect, and it's just no way. It's just no way, because there's a lot of things that happen. So I show you all the stuff, good, bad, and ugly, because it's real life. I'm going on a 48 state road trip in June, and we'll be living out of my car. I found your channel a couple weeks ago, and I've been binging your vids. They're great. Thank you so much. 48 states. That's amazing. Are you leaving off Alaska and Hawaii? Is that the two that you're not going to? Because my goal is to do all the states as well. And so obviously I take my time because I like to film a lot of the stuff. And Hawaii is not one you can drive to. And Alaska, you can drive there, but I mentioned this a few live streams ago, but from California, it's like a 60-hour drive. And you got to go through Canada, which is closed. The border's closed right now. Yeah, so same thing. For me, I'm going to do Alaska. I'm planning to do that next year. I'm really praying for a van for next year. And that'll be like a whole journey in itself to get up to Alaska. And then for Hawaii, just because like I feel like if I'm going to do 49 states, I have to like get that 50th state. So when I do go to Hawaii, obviously I'll fly over and then I'll rent a car, and then I'll like, even if I live in that car for like 2 or 3 days, I'm going to do it, because I feel like I need to round it out. So that's what I'm going to be doing. But that's awesome. Where do you live now? Nate, was it Nate? Nate KB. Yeah, where do you live now? Where are you starting out from? And living in your car is awesome. I don't know if you've ever done it before, but it's challenging, but it also helps you grow so much. It helps you grow to the fullest, and then you overcome a lot of things just mentally, and it really makes you want to push yourself and just be like the best version of yourself. So, oh, Vermont, that's far. Well, far from me. Oh, I bet it's so beautiful in Vermont. Like my original, what I really wanted to do was I wanted to go to the East Coast for the next few months, but then all this lockdown stuff happened, and then like the East Coast feels very like hotbed for like not so much the virus, but just like people freaking out about it in terms of like New York and stuff. Not everywhere on the East Coast, but I feel like if I get out there and they start having that 14-day quarantine thing, it's, you know, I don't want to get all like from California all the way out to the East Coast and then not have anywhere to stay. So I don't know. I do want to get to the East Coast though, because it's beautiful there. So good luck to your journey. I think it's going to be amazing, and you'll have to like come back on the live stream and let us know how it's going. There's another gal, Monique. She, I don't know if she's already doing it, but she was preparing for her living in her car, and I'd like to know how it's going for her as well. So if you ever have any questions, feel free to ask along the way, or if there's any videos you want me to make about how to live in your car, certain aspects, let me know. There's a lot of videos that I have coming up about like how to do certain things, like my morning routine, my night routine, where to park, how to keep your things safe, how to stay private, how to stealth park. Like there's a lot of videos that I still intend to make, but there's just been like, I have like so many videos I can't keep up with the editing, so I'm posting like 3 times a week plus this live stream. So once I start making some good fat stacks on YouTube, I want to hire an editor, because then the sky's the limit. That means that I can just keep filming, send off the footage, and then have, you know, have that person edit it, and then I can just post, and it's gonna be like so many cool videos. But for now, I edit it myself, and I feel like I'm decent in terms of editing, but I'm not like super fast. And so, you know, it's a full-time situation for me. You know, I'm working like 6 to 10 hours a day, just editing, filming, social media, and all these things. So there's only so many hours in the day. And plus I have to plan for the like new trips and stuff, which is exciting. It's wonderful. I love doing this, but I want to push out more content. But like, you know, I'm just like one person trying to like do as much as I can. But I really enjoy it. And I really appreciate everyone that watches my videos and is part of the snack pack, because it's just been like so heartwarming to see how people have come together to support each other and to support the channel. And there's a lot of great people on YouTube, honestly. And I feel like people are starting to wake up in terms of like, you know, not living like one way, like the American dream used to be like, go to college, get a house with a white picket fence, live there for 50 years, die, whatever. And now there's like so many more options just to like explore and like see things and, you know, push yourself out of your comfort zone. And it's just great. And so I love seeing people trying new things. And that's my goal, is to, like, my acronym for goal is get out and live, and also use the resources you have. You don't need, you know, $1 million. You can, like, there's so much you can do. Like, obviously right now, you know, well, I haven't had an income since last June. And then my channel just got monetized last week, and not to brag, but I'm already up to like $14 for the month. But it's like, you know, I'm super resourceful, and I like want to like share that and encourage people. Like, you don't need much. You really don't need much. If you just really do some pre-planning and you really just like, you know, use your money wisely, you can see so many things. Like, this is free. This Desert Christ Park is free. Like, you could just spend the day here. If you come in like a cooler part of the day, bring like a little like picnic lunch, you know, like cheap stuff, you know, Dollar Tree stuff, or even just at the grocery store, get, you know, a couple apples, a little sandwich. It don't take much, and then you're like having a peaceful day with all these like grand statues. So it's just awesome. I love this, and I appreciate everybody that's watching and just continues to support Travel Snacks. So let's see, it's getting a little hot, even though my car is on, and my ice pack is starting to melt. Let me see if I have anything else on my list to talk about, and then we'll wrap it up. Okay, I already talked about that. Let's see. Like I mentioned earlier, there's going to be a new drive around video tomorrow. It's a different style, because it's not really going through a city. It's literally on the freeway of Texas, of just the open desert, and the sky is like really pretty, and it's just like very calming. So it's a different style of drive around, but it's just like a video where you could just like turn it on and just zone out and just either just think or not think or meditate or just like whatever. So I really liked making that because it was very calm to do that video. And then there's a bunch of videos coming next week. So are there any final questions? Anything you'd like to ask? Anything you'd like to know? Also, happy Mother's Day if you're a mother and you're on this live stream or watching the replay. Tomorrow is Mother's Day. I'm very excited about it because my 2 sons are coming for a visit with their 2 dogs. And so I'm really happy about it. And so, and also I'm going to be with my mom. So I'm very excited about that too. She's the best mom ever. And honestly, my parents are the greatest because they've been letting me stay with them when I'm not traveling. And it's just been like the best to be able to spend time with them. It drives me crazy sometimes, honestly, because y'all know when you're an adult, you want your own space. But also I look at them and I'm just thinking like, this is so great. I get to spend time with them. And then when I'm not there, I get to, you know, go travel around. Thank you so much, Grant. Thank you. So it's going to be a great Mother's Day tomorrow. And I finished, like, I really worked hard this week to like finish all my videos. So tomorrow I don't have to do any work except probably like I'll post a couple things on Instagram. But other than that, it's like, I'm so happy because it's like one of the days I only get off. So it's just going to be like a nice family day. So happy Mother's Day to everybody. And with that, if there's no other questions, I appreciate you joining me today. Have a blessed Saturday. I hope you enjoyed Desert Christ Park, and I will talk to you guys on the next episode. Happy Mother's Day to you, Ivana. All right, have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.